6th. Nick Wood brought home 7th. Chris Rio 8th. Now you went to Team Pettey 10th to Justin Lima, 11th to Austin Flanagan, 12th to Keith Blau, 13th Jimmy Sylvia, 14th Adam Giacomosi, 15th Dean Schultz, and John Burcham brought it home 16th. Kevin's going to make his way down and try.
35 laps of non-stop action. The Helter South Coast Sportsman Division does not disappoint. Colby may have ran away with it, but behind him they were fighting tooth and nail. Your defending Helter South Coast Power Equipment Sportsman Division champion, splitting up the brothers Lambert in the top three. Helmet is off, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to climb out of the car. How about a round of applause for the winner of round 2 for the Everett Auto Parts Triple Crown, Colby Lambert. Colby, you deserve that after that run.
Yeah, that was a hell of a race. I mean, the car was good. The beginning of the race was a little iffy. What happened with Doug and Pepe in the front, I don't know what happened, but it's unfortunate for them, but it was a good run.
Once you seem to get some clean racetrack around you, you're able to open up a little bit of a distance. Caution comes out, you get some distance again. You got to feel real good about the way this car ran over the second half of this race.
Yeah, it was definitely, I didn't think it was going to be this good after the heat race. It was kind of questionable, but once we got the clean air and we were able to show what we got, yeah, the car was good. I mean, usually when I'm out front, the yellows come out. If I'm in second, the yellow doesn't come out, so.
Now you know how your brother feels tonight.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. I was hoping for the 1-2 finish with the both of us, man. I mean, he threw it up on the outside to almost grab the lead when the wreck happened. I was like, oh, there he is. So, no, I like seeing the team do well.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
Yeah, first and foremost, I forgot last time, Roy Andre from Everett's Auto Parts is walking around here somewhere, and then 2 weeks ago he says, I've been watching the 54, so Roy, I hope you were watching the 54. Russ Johnson from Johnson's Racing Engines, he comes and supports us when he can. Rich from Helter South Coast Power Equipment, my daughter, my fiance, Blackman Graphics, everybody that. Dutch Auto Body, my grandmother, she couldn't make it tonight. And my mother-in-law, happy birthday. She's up over there somewhere.
Congratulations, welcome back to Victory Lane. Colby Lambert picking up the win. Adam Pettey debriefing momentarily with Jeremy Lambert after a hard-fought battle. Adam, the car was good. You made it through the traffic up into the second spot, but seemed to be missing just a little bit.
Yeah, we had nothing for him. It was a fun race. We struggled all day. We had a bind at the front end. Got that figured out. Went out for the heat. The car was horrible. Finished, I think, last in the heat. We went to pits. My whole crew killed it. We ripped this whole car apart in the pits. Reset up the whole car on the scale pads out there. You know, Gigi, Bob, my dad, Mike, Dean, all the guys that come out and help us. You know, they killed it. They ripped this car apart. They really killed it.
That's what champion teams do, and you got to feel real good to have them behind you.
Yeah, to be honest, I came out here thinking I was going to finish last. That's how bad the car was in the heat. We totally just took a swing. We must have put 30 rounds in this car in the pits. So definitely glad to be here, especially on Triple Crown tonight because we're in the run. So glad to be here.
I know you got some partners to thank.
Yeah, everyone I just listed off. You know, my family always comes. I know my mother's here, maybe my grandmother. Pettey Auto Salvage, my business, Cape Cod Aggregates is a big help. Brian Hill Farms, all big help.
Congratulations, great run for second place. Our third place finisher, once he gets through with his GQ photographs. You sure about that? I've seen you drive. Congratulations, good run for third. How much fun was it up there?
That was a blast. And then when the first restock came out, I was thinking to myself, I don't know if I want the top or the bottom. It was going pretty good on the top, so I said, let's try the bottom out. And, well, that didn't work in my favor, but it's okay.
A good run though, another podium finish, third place tonight. You bet you've had a lot of good luck this year with this car.
I have. Actually, during practice, it wasn't all that good. After we hit the wall a few weeks ago, we replaced everything in the front end, and the car just wasn't on. I got to thank Colby Lambert. He came over, and he knows what to do with this thing when it's off, and it seems to work.
I know you got some people you want to thank.
My mom, my dad, Colby, my fiance, my kids, my nana, she wasn't able to make it tonight. My father, everybody. Richie from South Coast Power Equipment, Brisbane Diesel Service, After Hours Fabrication, just everybody.
Great run, congratulations. Third place, how about a round of applause for your podium finish on round 2 of the Evans Auto Parts Triple Crown. Third place to Jeremy Lambert. Second to Adam Pettey. And taking down the win, Colby Lambert.